definitely don't want to mess it up in the first 5 minutes at finding them, but I also want to get a play here. There should be bugles erupting in this place. You know, you just remember these spots as being, you know, I left this place just epic elk hunting, bulls everywhere bugling, and you kind of think it's going to be the same around the same dates. This doesn't look like it's that way right now. Keep playing the game. That's actually my first play on a bull. This hunt takes place in the beginning of September in one of my favorite mountain ranges to hunt. So I've been able to take a couple bulls out of this mountain range. I'm fortunate to have the tag this season, and so I couldn't be more excited to get started. There just isn't anything more thrilling than hunting bull elk during September, during the rut with the bow in my hand. You know, I hunt elk a little bit different than everybody else. I've really worked and honed my craft of spot and stalking these bulls. So we're hunting high pressure areas, so I keep totally silent. No cow calls, no bugles, and basically I keep the element of surprise so I don't let these elk know that I'm hunting them. That's kind of how we're gonna play this hunt. It's a high pressure unit, good populations, a lot of good mountain bulls. We're gonna use our fitness in here. We're gonna be backpacking in, so man, I'm stoked. This is like the first elk hunt of the year to get after them. Go up towards the top end, it's just so elky. I think it'd be really good. It's just this initial go out of the parking lot, the first few miles. I think once we can climb that ridge and get to the top up there, we're in a pretty good spot. Be able to cover country, move with our camp on our backs. So I think we've done it. Well, we're just in the storm here. Been hiking for a couple hours here in the darkness. All the brush is just so wet. So we're just cold camping. We'll have to get dried out in our sleeping bags tonight, but we'll at least we'll be in a good spot for morning and good spot to listen for bugles. So just trying to make this climb here into where I want to camp. Hopefully we can find the camp spot in the fog, but I think I can. So just keep on trucking here, never easy. So it's not the greatest way to start out a multi-day elk hunt, but I want to get in country. I want to hunt the morning. It's supposed to clear off, and so we make camp there and hop in my sleeping bag. I'm a little damp, which normally is okay. Inside my sleeping bag, the heat that I give off from my body a lot of times will dry damp clothing, but it gets down below freezing that night, and I'm wet, soaked to the bone. I just didn't sleep that good. It was real wet, so I'm starting out the hunt soaking wet, sleep deprived, but I am hunting elk. I do have my bow, and daylight cracks, and it's time to get after them. Soaking wet. Yeah, we made the choice to come in last night during that rainstorm. All the brush was so wet and everything. So we had gaiters and rain jackets, but yeah, we just got soaking wet. So, look around this morning. We're on a good vantage point here. Hustle up to the top, see if anything's moving around, and then we'll have to start a fire and kind of dry out. Not sure if they caught my wind going down there. They didn't see me when I first popped over, but I kind of worked down the hill there. Quiet this morning. There should be bugles erupting in this place. It's like elk just gotta stay mobile. You know, committed into this spot. How we'd backpack in here and be in here for 5 days. And there's still some places we can go look and check. We could definitely sit up there and glass around, but yeah, just no bugles, no real elk to speak of, 3 spikes in the bottom. It's just not going on in here. So unfortunately we'll probably have to roll right back out, but that's what I get for getting too eager. You know, you just remember these spots as being, you know, I left this place just epic elk hunting with bulls everywhere bugling. You kind of think it's going to be the same around the same dates. It doesn't look like it's that way right now, so we'll have to go find them someplace. But that's elk hunting. Build a fire, get dried out, get warmed up here, and then we'll make our decision on what we're going to do. Go from there.
This area is a bust. Like now I've got to figure out where I'm going to go. Am I going to move my camp back further and continue to hunt in here? Or am I going to hike out and start in a whole new drainage? And one of the great things is I've got buddies in this unit that are hunting. So I check in with them, and I check in with my really good hunting buddy, Dan Havern. And I've hunted with this guy for 15 years. We've hunted a lot of these spots in this unit together, and I check in with him. And I said, hey Dan, how's it going over there? And he tells me that he's into some elk. And so it's like, great. And he's in a location that me and him discovered and hunted together a few years back. And he said, there's plenty of room. Come on over, meet up with me. Let's shoot the bows, make sure they're dialed, and we'll hike in there and we'll go get after them.
So like the group of the big head of cows is up here, and those are the ones I tell you that they go way up high where I couldn't glass them. That's where they came from. They kind of worked their way down. So right off the edge, I'll show you right down here in the willows. They all came down, I think they came down here and then went around this, and that's where I missed them as they went to the willows and they started coming back up last night. And by the time I got out of there, they were heading up and I had to try to do the cutoff game.
You see them this morning?
The cows I did, I never saw the bull. Thermals are going to be going up and directionals are going to be going that way. So I think your money should be good. Yeah. But dude, I can't wait for you to see him.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's cool. Like
Plus,
he's.
who knows what else is around up that canyon, knife blade ridge.
Oh, so okay. See this sparse thing right there?
Yeah.
So not the big one, but the lower one.
Yeah.
I've been seeing out there every day.
Okay.
Yeah. But I can't tell what they are.
Copy.
I wanted to tell you about this outdoor edge knife. So replaceable blade knives have absolutely changed the game for me. I can just always have a sharp blade. I can be lightweight. I don't have to pack multiple knives or sharpeners. And then I can easily replace this blade when it dulls up. I can get through a deer with one blade, couple blades for an elk. It's always sharp and I don't have to force my blade, which keeps me safer. The other thing about outdoor edge knives is these blades are a bit burlier. So they're not going to break on you, they're not going to bend, and they're going to hold up to the abuse us hunters put on them. So next time you're out, check out Outdoor Edge and these knives for great outdoor processing.
All right, well, hiked in here, made a good pull in for the evening hunt. So my buddy Dan Havern, he's been seeing a big bull up this canyon. So we got a good chance to run into a good bull tonight. So I'm pumped, I'm ready to get into these things. I can see a scrape right over here as I'm talking into the camera. So definitely some elk in here. I'm just stoked to get into them. Here's some bugles, thrilling close encounters, like just try to make some plays on them. So couldn't be more excited. I think we're like September 13th or something like that. So just the start of the rut. They've been bugling pretty good. So yeah, super stoked. Here we go. Chunk of obsidian. It's worked too from the Indians. Pretty cool. They're right up there on the ridge. Alright guys, so just glassing around here, I just wanted to tell you guys about the new Sig Sauer image stabilizing binos. These are called their Zulu 6s. They make all different models. This is crazy technology. It's like glassing off a tripod, but you can freehand it. flip the switch and you got a stable image. So these are the 12 by 42s. I really like to have these ones in my chest rig. And then they just came out with a Gen 3. They have a 14, 16, and 18 power by 50 millimeter objective lens. The things are so crisp, and you can actually ditch your spotting scope and have a pair of 16s in your backpack and cut a 3 pounds, 2 pounds out of the equation. So they're awesome for field judging, awesome for glassing distant terrain, and then awesome for just a stable image for all the time glassing for when I'm stalking or just getting to a ridge top like this. So awesome product. You can check them out over at Sig Sauer.
Nice big 6-point up there. Just what we're looking for. He's a stud. I'm gonna try to sneak back, keep these trees in between us and him, get in the bottom. Let's try to get by him, get a good wind, get up there on that ridge and see if we can't hunt him. It's pretty awesome to be able to make a play. I mean, if they go over the edge, we can make a B-route line right for them. If they come down to the bottom, we've got to play. But right now, where they're at, if they just feed up there, we should have a good wind on that ridge to come through that timber and walk right down to him. And he's in the back. So yeah, I definitely don't want to mess it up in the first 5 minutes at finding him, but I also want to get a play here. So I'm just gonna pop around this tree and see what it looks like.
He's in a pretty good spot, and I'd love to use the uphill thermals that I have in this late afternoon, make a play on him, but I'm just too exposed on the hillside I'm on. I have no choice, but I have to just wait and just watch these elk and see where they go. And finally, after about a half an hour or so, they feed over the way or over the top of this ridge line that's in front of me. So after they go over this ridge line, make sure all the elk have cleared the ridge line, and now I can move. And so we start climbing the hill to where we last saw the elk. We get over the top of the ridge, and those elk are nowhere to be found. I start glassing around and just nothing, and then I just hear this faint bugle way up the canyon.
Well, that was a mission. Those elk, they crossed over the top, and then we heard them bugle real faintly, and then caught his cows in these aspens up here. So they kind of came over the ridge, and then they switched back and went up. So we've got a decent wind, and now as I get in this creek bottom, it's starting to blow down. We're gonna start closing in and looking for him. We're maybe like 300 yards from him now, so.
Kind of cat and mouse this bull a couple times trying to find an approach, but he's just moving away from me, and he's just a little further than bow range than I can get to him. And so I end up making a bold move. This is my last move for the evening. We're losing light. We're probably down to our last 20 minutes of light. But what I do is I leave the elk and I make a big circle around him. I get the wind perfect, and now I have the elk working into me.
He just went down. No way. That was a long hole. Well, we gotta wait that out so long.
Oh, dude, so long. Play was forever. Did you see him in the camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, dude. What a play, huh?
Dude, let's go.
What a play. Oh, I love hunting elk. That's actually my first play on a bull.
This whole season.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, it's absolutely epic. I mean, doesn't get any better. I don't even know where we started miles ago. Spotted him up here. We were really patient, got to the top, heard him bugle, worked into his cows. We had cows in range all night long, and he was just out of my range right there. It was like getting late, and he came down and gave us a good broadside. So the first one punched him. I'm not sure how hurt he was. I think he was pretty hurt in there, but second one got him good and fell over. So let's go.
It's just amazing when it comes together. It takes 100 right decisions to have it go right. And we just played the game that night. We never let those elk know that we were hunting them. We shadowed the herd. We gave ourselves a chance. And at last light, that bull gave us a good shot and able to put a good arrow in him and harvest him.
Great bull. Look at the fronts on him. God, that's a good one. Bull down. Big swords on them, 20-inch swords. Beautiful bull. All right, well, here he is. Great bull. Gosh, we cat and moused him all night long. Like it was like a 3-hour play on him. Man, I just love elk hunting. It's so thrilling. And gosh, we just able to seal the deal on this great bull and put a good arrow in him and watch them fall within sight, which is always good. But yeah, I just couldn't be more stoked. Great 6-point, great adventure, running off about 2 hours of sleep after backpacking last night in the rain. And elk hunting is just so fun. I'm just so fortunate to be able to run these mountains, kill a great bull like this. So this will feed my family all year long. Just stoked. He's got a great big body on him. So we'll get to work on him here, start taking care of him, and we'll run 2 trips out of here. We're quite a ways back in, but couldn't be more stoked. This is awesome. Bull down. Getting them all broke down. Doesn't take too long once you get to work, but boy, they're a big animal. Stick a good arrow in that bull, get back, what is it, 11:30? That's not too bad.
Oh.
We got another phase of the pack out tomorrow, but nice and cool tonight. And we got the antlers and then another bag of meat, but it's absolutely stoked, man. I just love chasing elk. They got to be the most thrilling animal to chase, and to play the game tonight and then get a good arrow in that bull, it just doesn't get any better. Stoked. All right, last load out. Did a load last night. Had Carter and then my buddy Dan. So we got a lot of the meat out last night. Still got another load of meat in the head to get out. So it's amazing. Elk are huge animals. They always surprise me when I walk up to them, but it's like the best nutrient-rich organic protein on the planet. So stoked that I'm eating elk meat for another year. And we'll get this out of here. Meat cooled really good last night. Be good to go. Just an awesome adventure. I just love chasing elk. They're just so thrilling in the country they live in. So pretty fortunate for sure.
Just amazing when it comes together in elk country on a good 6-point bull like that. Just absolutely means the world to me. So it's elk hunting. It can change in a matter of seconds. In locating that bull and giving ourselves a chance and then making that last move at last light is what closed the deal on him. But I couldn't be more ecstatic. It's just a great 6-point mountain bull harvested with my bow, spot and stock. Just doesn't get any better for me.